What's up, Star Crew? It's Super Barbie Star Mom here. This seems to be the new norm, that I make my videos while I'm driving. So I wanted to hop on here today and talk about a few things, but before I get started, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, hit the share button, hit all the buttons, you know? And that's it. That's what's up. So then the next thing you want to do is listen to me, because I have some stuff for you. Okay. Hold on, the lighting's bad. The lighting's bad. Oh, I think you're just gonna have to live with it. It's the angle of the sun. Anyhow, sorry. There, that's better. Okay. So I wanted to hop on here and talk about, last time we talked about, you know, the virus that's going around and everybody's flipping out and blah, blah, blah. And I don't mean to mock anybody. I don't mean to be that way. But I can see straight through the illusion so well that it's really hard for me to fathom people not being able to see what I can see. See, when you get to a level of 5D consciousness where you are seeing the deeper meaning behind everything, you are seeing that everything in the universe is connected and interconnected, and we're all working together to co-create this 3D reality that we live in. Then you can see, it's like you can see the mechanisms working. You know what I mean? You can see the machinery behind the stage, so to speak. And it's really hard to understand how people don't see it. Okay, so what I'm talking about is how the news, how people can't tell what's happening. That the news media and, you know, mass media and all the social network programs and stuff, like all these things that are out in the public for public use, public forums and whatnot, they're all working together to portray an illusion that they need us to believe, so that they can implement the plans that they have for us. What they are implementing is New World Order, and they want to, powers that be, want to have power over the world. Okay, that's why COVID, it was an international, you know, it was across the globe. That's why we interact with them now, like, you know, the WHO and whatnot. Ha ha ha. See what I did there? That's why things are unfolding exactly the way they're supposed to, okay? And people are responding exactly the way they're supposed to. Some people. And that is with fear, hysteria, with complete commitment, blind commitment to the government. You guys are being groomed, and you're being conditioned, you're being programmed. Why do you think they call the news or television programming? They call it a television program, okay? Why do they call it that? Because they are programming you. They are programming you how to think, what to think, how to respond, what is normal, what is not normal, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable, what is weird, they are controlling every aspect of your life, really. If you look at it, you have to be really, really strong in your autonomy in order to not be submerged in that, and in order to be submerged in that and not buy into it. So I would highly recommend, if you want to know the truth, because all these people, like, I just recently got on Facebook. I never get on there anymore. But I got on there and I was flipping through and I was like, wow, like, people are insane. They're crazy. I mean, like, over this vaccine thing, like, people are wishing death on others. Like, they're like, I hope you die if you don't get the vaccine. Whoa, what? In the name of saving lives, you hope people die? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. That's kind of some messed up logic there. And certainly not what Jesus would do. Certainly not what Buddha would do. Certainly not what all of our teachers, that have come to this planet to teach us how to live and how to be in harmony with one another and with the earth. And we're straying away from God's intention. Now, with free will, I mean, I can't say that this wasn't expected, but we are definitely effing stuff up, people. And thank God that there are enough people on the planet that are waking up, and the Schumann resonance is happening. If you don't know what that is the vibration of the planet is raising, and it's a scientific thing. Everybody wants to worship science now. Science is the new God, okay? And it's actually fitting, because my big thing that I talk about now is that how science is a representation of God. Science is like a 3D representation of God. It's a way to explain the workings of the universe in a way that our minds can somewhat fathom. But people are treating science like they're like, don't you believe the science? Why don't you believe in the science, the medical science? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do you not realize that they can say anything they want? They can say anything they want. They can make up numbers. They can, and because enough people are on board and enough people are worshiping them blindly and just believing every word they say without prior to investigation. I mean, it's scary, but it's not scary for me. It's scary for them. I'm scared for them. I know I know where I'm going, and it's not there. That's not the reality I'm going to experience. Now, is it still going to be there? Yes. If you are crossing over into 5D, if you are a light worker or a high vibrational being, meaning an earth angel, a starseed, an empath, a spiritual, someone who is connected to your spirit consciously, and someone who is spiritually awake or waking up, and someone who is very likely very progressed spiritually. Like, your spirit is evolved, a lot more evolved than the other spirits. And you're here, you're a leader. You're here to, you're a light worker. You're here to spread love and light. You're here to raise the vibration of the planet. You're here to wake people up. You're here to be a guide, to guide humanity into the fifth dimension of living and into the Christ consciousness, or that's what Christians call, that's what some Christians, spiritual Christians call it. It's Christ consciousness, but it's the collective consciousness, the consciousness that we are all connected, and the mindset that Jesus would have. You know what I mean? Like unconditional love for everyone. And faith, 100% faith that God has got you. I mean, God has got you. Okay? You don't need to freak out. You don't need to run out and get in line for some jab. You don't, just everybody do what you feel you need to do. If you feel like my mom, she had got the vaccine. It's very important for her to get the vaccine. She was just, and she's almost freaking out because I won't, but she trusts me. She knows I know me, and I know what's right for me, and I know what's right for me and mine's. Okay, and I'm not for or against. I'm not an anti. But stop with the labels. Okay, I don't want to get the vaccine. Period. That's all there is to it. I don't want to get it. I think there's something shady going on, and I don't want to get it. Period. Let alone the fact that, there's all kinds of components, but the more they force it, the more I'm going to resist. And my kind are like the star seeds, the light workers, the crystal children, the rainbow kids, all of us, we're good. They don't understand what they're doing. They're going to make us resist even more. Okay? Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to pose those questions. We're here to change the earth from inside out. So if this resonates with you, and you are feeling what I'm talking about, where you feel like you understand things that nobody else sees, like you understand the deeper meaning behind everything, and that's just a surface element, that there's really a whole lot more going on. If you feel that, if you see that, if you experience that, hit the like button for me. Do it. Let me know that you're with me. If you want to give me an example, write it down. Like, type it in the comments. What is an example that you have had where you're looking around going, are these people serious? They're not, we're not in kindergarten. But they are acting like we're in kindergarten. I don't mean to be condescending, because really the fact of the matter is, and I tried to explain this to my boyfriend, and he's not with it. You know what I mean? Like, he is, but not consciously, if that makes sense at all. He's not intentionally with it. I don't know how else to put it. But I was trying to tell him how, like, I was explaining something to him, and he was like, no, I don't get it. That just makes no sense. That just makes no sense. And I'm like, well, fine. I mean, that's fine. You're not going to understand. If you're not ready for it, you're not going to understand. He's like, whoa, what do you mean ready for it? And I'm like, well, I mean, only some people are ready for it. You can't receive information that you're not ready to receive. It's just like in school. You can't learn algebra if you don't know math. And he took it as he's like, oh, so what are you saying? And I'm like, well, there's just some spirits that are more evolved than others. And he's like, so, and I'm like, I am not speaking in ego right now. I'm just saying a fact. Like, a truth, a personal truth, that it's not an egotistical, it just is what it is. Now, when you have a 21-year-old standing next to a 2-year-old, and you're like, she's 21 and she's 2, are you putting down the 2-year-old? No. The 2-year-old can't help it that's 2. I mean, she was just born after. That's the same thing with the spiritual evolution that I'm talking about, where some souls are more evolved than others. We're just older. We've been in it. We've been here. We've been doing it all. We've done it all about 1,000 times, and we're ready for the shit to change. And so that's what we're doing. We're changing it. So if you can identify with what I'm saying, hit the like button. Give me a comment of an example. Guys, I'm going to start doing readings on this channel. If you are interested in a personal tarot card reading, please send me a message, or you can even say something in the comments. But I'm going to get this thing up and going, and I'm going to start offering readings to my viewers and see where that takes me, because God has something for me. I mean, He's got something for me, and it's big. That's all I know. Here's this. My mother and I opened a cabaret, and it's going well. It's kind of had a slow start, in that we didn't have big audiences. Not many people know about it, but word is getting out. I just left an interview with a magazine. We've been in the newspaper. So word is getting out, and the way things fell into place for us putting the show together, you can't deny that God has a hand in it. I mean, it is one synchronicity after the next. I mean, the whole thing was paved for us. And so there's no question in my mind that I am living God's will right now. Now, it's tough because I still don't have a day job. And that is one of my challenges, where I'm going to do a video about haters, okay? There are people that that just can't stand us, light workers. They can't stand it, because we are the light. We are the chosen, and we're here to change the earth. And in doing that, we shine our light on the darkness, the things that have gone on, the sneakiness, the sinful things, the things that the dark things that go on the planet. We're here to shine the light on those things, and lots of those things are they dwell inside of people. And when we shine the light on them, when they know we can see straight through them, it makes them uncomfortable, and it intimidates them, and they can feel that, and that maybe not consciously, they don't know that, but they can feel that you can see through them. You're not buying their bullshit. You know who they really are, okay? And what their MO is, and they don't like being being what's the word I'm looking for? Being known, being understood, being the jig being up. They don't like that. So they don't like you, and they want to do things to hurt you. They want to do things to harm you. They want to do things to keep you down, like prevent you from getting future work. But God's got you, baby. God's got you. God has got you. Whatever you believe is what you experience. So if you believe you live in a world where you are powerless over your circumstances, that everybody's dying, that there's sickness growing rampant, and that there's people, that these anti-vaxxers that are running around purposefully coughing on people and trying to spread this virus because they're spawns of the devil, then that's what you're going to experience. That's not what I'm experiencing. I'll tell you that. I've even had the C word. The code, you know what I'm saying? I've even had it, and I barely felt sick. Like, I had body aches and fatigue. It is what it is. It's what you believe it's going to be. And if you believe you're going to die if you get it, can't say you won't, because your mind has far more power than you are aware of. So tap into that power. Join me and the collective in the ascension of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. We are here during the biggest time in planet Earth's existence. And that is the time where we cross over from 3D to 5D with life on the planet. Okay? There's never been a shift this big with life on the planet. So you are here for a reason. If you're watching this video, you're probably a starseed, light worker, empath, earth angel. You're here. You have a special assignment, a mission to change the planet. So only you know what that is. You have all the answers inside of you. Okay? Like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon. I'll be getting on here more. And please don't forget to leave me a message or a comment if you would like a personalized reading. We'll work something out. Okay? Bye-bye.
It's just a mask, you guys. Don't be a jerk. It's for the greater good. It's just a vaccine, you guys. Don't be a jerk. It's for the greater good. In 4 months, the U.S. was transformed into an obedient socialist country. Government dictated what events are acceptable to attend. Violent protests that instill fear are okay. But church services, family funerals, and patriotic celebrations are dangerous. And you bought it without a fight. Standing in a graduation line is a safety hazard. Small businesses were forced to close, but crowds to support the corporate money machine at Walmart, Lowe's, and Home Depot are okay. Come on! It's just a mask. And safety precautions. How about a little hush money? Here's $2,400 that we stole out of your paycheck in the first place. Enjoy. Buy something with it from a big corporation. Cash is dirty. We can't give change. There's a coin shortage. Use your card. In 4 months, they convince you to use a traceable card for everything. In less than 4 months, government closed public schools, then restructured education under the guise of public safety. In less than 4 months, our government demonstrated how easily people assimilate to guidelines that have no scientific premise whatsoever. when you are fearful. In less than 4 months, our government successfully instilled fear in a majority of the population in America that allows them to control every aspect of your life, including what you eat, where you go, who you see, and your toilet paper. And the most dangerous and terrifying part, people are not afraid of the government who removed their freedom. They're afraid of their neighbors, family, and friends. And they hate those that won't comply. It's absolutely terrifying to me that so many people don't question authority. They are willing to surrender their critical thinking skills and independence. They just gave up without thinking, without a fight. Do you know what's coming next? It's just a vaccine. Come on, it's for the greater good. Wait until you're told that you can't enter any store or business without proof of the COVID-19 vaccine. Wait until you can't go to public events or get on a plane without proof of receiving the vaccine. Don't think it's possible? Well, you already allowed the government to say when you can go outside, where you're allowed to go, and accepted a new unproven digital education for your kids in the last 100 days. You followed blindly because you were told to do so. You're kidding yourself if you think the mass behavior won't be repeated with a vaccine or whatever the next step is. I don't follow politics. I don't care about that stuff. I don't think about it. 6 million Jewish people were exterminated in Germany because 97% of the population cowered to populist control. Nobody wanted to think about it. It's easier just to ignore it. But that couldn't happen here in America, right? They got you. Without a thought, without a fight. Just like France, just like Russia, just like China. Welcome, comrade.